Azania development mastermind. We are under attack. We are undergoing, South Africa is under attack, Azania is under attack. We are undergoing economic shock testing. SA is, in fact, undergoing what the Silent Weapons for Quiet Wars document calls the shaking of the palm tree. Yes, the palm tree is being shaken. Now, the Azania Development Mastermind is the frontier of economic development. We will take it. I'm going to tell you what economic shock testing is all about. And the ANC government, as the puppet of the globalist agenda, that's where they got this idea of economic shock testing. Yes, they got it straight from the offices of the IMF, of the World Economic Forum, the Bilderbergers, the CFR, Council of Foreign Relations. Those are the people giving them the orders. Cyril Ramaphosa is a serial Ramaphosa. He is a serial Ramaphosa. And the UN acting like the world government, of course. We signed Agenda 21. Who doesn't believe that the ANC is ruled by the globalist agenda? Cyril Ramaphosa is not enterprising at all. Believe me, he is not a visionary. He's a dreamer. And all that he's meant to do is supposed to be maintaining the status quo of hollowing out state-owned entities for all his ANC cronies and criminals in that government. Ladies and gentlemen, this is serious. They're planning to eliminate the middle class. They're actually doing it. They're targeting the poor and the middle class. This is the most evil thing that I've ever come across. So the National Energy Regulator of South Africa has approved, it's implemented the increases. It has allowed increases of more than 13%. These were implemented on the 1st of April 2019. More than 13% increases in electricity. As of the 1st of July 2019, 9.9% rise in water, 5.5% rise in property rates, and 13.07% rise in electricity. This is 3 times inflation. Who can bear that? Who's ready to bear that? Which budget is ready to bear that? Whose budget is ready to bear that? Clearly, they're trying to kick the people out of their budget. They're trying to kick people out of their buying behaviors, out of shape. Clearly, that's what's happening here. Now, economic shock testing. Let's take the example of electricity. Yes, electricity is that commodity. What do? They suddenly change the rate of electricity, or they drastically change the price of electricity, or they limit their supply. What does this do? This kicks you, the middle class, the poor, like me, the poor and the middle class. It kicks us out of our budgets. It kicks us out of our buying behaviors and habits. It kicks our buying behaviors and budgets out of shape. And lastly, they just observe the shock. What happens to other industries? What are they going to do? All these people are going to scanter. They're going to be unstable. It creates instability. And this instability helps them analyze what happens to other industries. What happens? Do people buy more bread? Buy less luxury goods? This is economics, people. Do they buy less luxury goods? It's evil. It's to trust what happens even to the psyches of people. Do they get more headaches because the availability of money is just being sapped from the economic environment, from the economic market? That availability of money is just being sapped and they're taking it. Eskom, who is responsible, Eskom, which is corrupt, Eskom, which is irresponsible, which is full of mismanagement, corruption, bad deals, negligence. That's what we're paying for. Eskom's mistakes. Should we stop paying for electricity and just steal it? Just like Eskom has stolen, just like ANC cronies have put their fingers in every single one of the state-owned entities and hollowed it out. Hollowed it out. We keep paying for the mistakes. We keep bailing out SAA and all these other organizations and all these other state-owned entities. Why do we keep doing it? Steve Biko would never allow economic shock testing to happen upon a people that he loves. Upon the people that he loves. Steve Biko would never allow it. This is anti-black consciousness. This is black. This is the architects of our enslavement encroaching more on our free will, encroaching more on our economic viability, and they're trying to put us in a state of. They're trying to put us. We are in a controlled, self-destructive state of motion. That's what they're trying to do. Put us in a self-destructive state of motion so that they can fully and even more control us. Taking away the availability of money. Messing. Trying to see what our psychological outlooks will be for those dependent on this money. For those needing this money. This is why this is evil. That's why Cyril Ramaphosa is evil. And what are opposition parties going to do about it? Nothing. Julius Malema, nothing. Julius Malema is also, he came out of the womb of this corrupt ANC government. Why? They stole. And most EFF, ANC, they all stole people's money. VBS stole their money. Stole people's money. So what are we going to do about it? We need a name change. We need to go to the Azania of the egalitarian society that Steve Biko talked about. We need to rally around a name change, amongst many other things that need to start to turn around in this, our beautiful land of Azania. This was allowed by NERSA, the National Energy Regulator of South Africa. They're supposed to be regulating. Instead, they allow this increase. They just allow it. They allow it. And Cyril Ramaphosa allows it because they've got money. They can pay for more electricity. It's we who will be affected of it. Economic shock testing comes straight out of the doctrine of the ruling elite, who penned this document, Silent Weapons for Quiet Wars. The link is in the description. It's there for you to read what they have planned for this. They're supposed to bring us, the architects of our enslavement are trying to bring us to our knees by shocking us economically and seeing how we're going to do it, how we're going to squirm, how we're going to run. All they're going to do is just observe the shock. What happens across industries? What's going to happen? Economic shock testing is underway. I'm disappointed with Alta. Alta says, oh, keep paying electricity. We'll try to get them, we'll try to get the prices down. You're fucking puppets. I'm sorry to say. Keep paying, and then you'll see what you're going to do. No, you're not. No, you're owned. That's it, you're owned. Just like the public protector. Just like these organizations that claim to be for the people, but they're not for the people. They're not for the people because the people keep paying. The people have no voice. No, the public protector does. Outer does. We're not children. We are Azania Development Mastermind. Okay, this is a ploy to eliminate the middle class. Agenda 21, which South Africa has signed, Agenda 2030, which South Africa has also signed, is all about globalization and just creating chaos so that they can create order out of chaos so that we'll be looking for someone to get us out of this financial misery. We'll be looking for the next leader to get us out of this financial misery. This is what this is about. Solar power and wind power cost 200% less than what it costs us to buy electricity today. There's been a 350% increase in electricity over the last 10 years. Over the last 10 years. Now do you believe 25 years of ANC? ANC has done nothing. We talk about a fourth industrial revolution. There hasn't even been a first industrial revolution for black people. Azania development masterminds. It is time. It is time for us to reclaim our economic freedom, for us to reclaim our economic will. It's time for us to raise our standard of living. Raise our standard of living, drop our cost of living. But our government is not going to do that for us because they are not for us. They haven't been for us for the last 25 years. From Madiba to Ramaphosa, the serial, the Serial, the serial Ramaphosa. And that's what this video is all about today. Thank you for listening to this, you mastermind of South Africa. Catch more stories about this, and I'll probably do more videos. Of course, I'll do more videos. I'm planning to do way more videos, and we're going to be talking about concepts inside the Silent Weapons for Quiet Wars document, and seeing how this government is complying to each and every single thing that comes out of these self-proclaimed globalist government. This UN, self-proclaimed globalist government. The most evil ever. We should never ever trust these people. They're carrying out shock testing and it's underway. South Africa, you have to be prepared. And we need industrial leadership. We don't need this Cyril Ramaphosa who does not have an entrepreneurial spirit, who does not have an entrepreneurial way of solving problems. We need to break Eskom's monopoly. This is a joke and it's a farce.